What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I want to do a bit of a sit down talk with you guys. Hopefully I'll try and keep it short and interesting for you. But it's been the end of, I suppose, the first full financial year of us officially in business. So I wanted to do probably just a little bit of a quick review, try and keep the business side of things short because I really want to talk at the moment about what I want to do with the channel over the next few months and where I want to try and get the channel to. So sit down here with our crystal meth in a can and just have a bit of a chat about some things that I'm hopefully planning for future. Excuse me, sir. Is it true you said the new boostgumps merch could change the idea of fashion and shift the climate in which fashion exists?
No, I didn't say that.
So it's been a pretty hard year. I always would be, I suppose, with the first year in business. We've really been putting in the hard yards for the past 12 months. And I do appreciate everyone's patience. I do understand that sometimes the content has been very dry over the past sort of year. The most, I suppose, common comments that I get are that I talk too much, which I already know, and that there's sort of not enough action. Trust me, I'm well aware of both of these things. They're always in the back of my mind. I'm always sort of trying to do my best as far as making it as interesting as possible. It doesn't particularly bother me. I'd be the first to admit that I'm not that good as far as production goes. It's certainly somewhere that I lack. So that doesn't bother me, but it sort of does bother me at the same time because I know that the work that we do is, it's good enough that if the production was better, I feel like the content could be really, really good. So sorry about the noise. Rex is still working in the background here, so you probably hear a bit of stuff through the video, but he's trying to be quiet, but we've got to keep rolling. I just wanted to get this video done while I was thinking about what I wanted to say, because otherwise I can't do it. So we do cool enough stuff, and we've got the banter. It's just that really the production value is what lacks, and that is largely to do with the lack of time that I have to put into the channel, which is largely comes down to the fact that we don't really make any money off the channel, realistically. Obviously the channel's a great platform for us for advertisement, for the parts shop, try and sell merch. Like there is a little bit that comes through, but it's not enough for me to justify spending a whole day planning out, making a video to put out sort of thing. You know, we don't make enough money doing that. And for most of the time we're on the clock, we work at an hourly rate. So, you know, it's not fair if we're doing customer work to be taking that long to make a video. It doesn't make any sense. We don't make enough money out of it. It's not lucrative. It doesn't work. So that's sort of where it is. And obviously getting business off the ground is always going to be pretty hard. We've been doing massive hours over the past 12 months, this last financial year, trying to get ourselves established and really set up so that, like anything else, you got to do the hard yards at the start and hopefully reap the benefits towards the end. And that's what it's been, not to mention the fact that obviously being a new dad this past financial year, so between doing massive hours and having a newborn kid, it's just been, I've been really tired, basically. It's been real tired. I understand that the content's pretty dry. I know that I talk too much. I know that there's not really enough action because we don't really do anything, really. For the past 12 months, we've just been head down, arse up, working on getting this place off the ground and making it happen. So that's where that's been. I don't want to talk too much about the business side of things because a lot of you already know my plans and where I'm planning to go with that, but we are sort of kicking goals. I knew that this past 12 months would have to be pretty much completely focused on the business more than anything else. I feel like before the business, back when we were doing a lot more drifting and driving, I feel like the content was more entertaining back then, rather than having us literally just vlog style doing builds. I understand that that's not that great. So I want to try and move towards that, but just understand that for the past 12 months, while we've just had to be putting everything into this business and again, raising a newborn child, it's just been not sustainable or a realistic thing to be able to put that sort of energy into the channel and making the content. That's just how it's been. But I wanted to keep the channel going because obviously my plan, which I will get to in this video, is once this business was sort of sustaining itself and was managing itself and our processes and everything had all been set up so that it didn't take so much of the time to make it all happen, then I would be able to obviously then focus back into the channel a bit more and then keep propelling the channel to where I wanted it to go. But you know, the realistic thing is that the business is an obtainable, real thing for us that we want to do. It's something we have to do. It's the way we support our families. It's the way we make our income most of the point. And then the channel is sort of a bit of I suppose you'd call it a dream. You know, I hope that the channel gets to a point where it's lucrative enough that we can sort of just live off that. That would be awesome, but at the end of the day, I was not counting on that, so that's why it's sort of been the way it's been. But like I said, we put in the hard yards for this 12 months. It's been a really good year, steep learning curves for the business. We got a few big changes that we're making in the new financial year about a few things, but for the most part, we're pretty well established, I feel. We've had some pretty good results, and I'm really happy with where it's gone. And I feel like we are getting to that point where I can now sort of try and start putting a bit more energy into the channel and trying to better the content, because even over the next 6 months, we've got some really, really cool builds coming up that I would really like to make sure that the content, you know, it matches the caliber of the builds and what we're doing. So first things, as you would have seen already by the time this video comes out, I've dropped a new line of merch, some new shirts, stuff. You can go and buy that if you'd like. That helps us out a great deal, that sort of merch sales. It helps us out heaps. Along with merch, I've decided for the channel, I'm gonna start doing one giveaway a month. I'm gonna have a giveaway a month. I've got a few ideas of what I'll do over the first few months. There are going to be a lot of things from suppliers that we sell through our shop. So I think for this July, which is when you'll be watching this video by now, the prize for this month will be a Powtoon Digital Dash. I'll put in some info here. Powtoon Digital Dashes, we've been using them for a little while now. We've been dealing with them for a little while. They are an awesome value for money unit. They are fast to read. We are big fans of them, particularly in, you know, track cards and stuff like that. They're really, really good. So next month I might do a turbo or something like that. So because the Powtoon Digital Dashes come with different CAN protocols for different PCMs or ECUs, depending on what you have, I will just, when the winner is announced, I'll talk to you about what sort of ECU you want or need the dash for, and I'll just buy the correct dash for your application rather than just buy one and hope it's going to be right. So same thing, if I do a turbo next month, we do a lot of Pulsar turbos. We've had some great results from Pulsar turbo. So next month I might do a turbo and I'll do the same thing. I'll do a giveaway for a GDX Gen 2 and I will size it according to the winner's wants or what the winner would like as far as the sizing for the turbo. So I'm hoping that doing this giveaway a month will help sort of boost our sales as far as merchandise and parts shop sales, which obviously those sort of income streams, if we can start getting them rolling over a bit more income for us, then I can start to justify putting the extra effort and time into the channel, into the production, and making sure that the content is on par, which is what I'm trying to get to. So that brings me to my second point. I've been thinking about this for a long time. Even from when I first started the channel, I'd thought about, you know, Patreon, that sort of thing. I never particularly was stoked on the idea, mostly because I hated the idea of people just giving me money. I hate the idea of people just giving me money for nothing. It doesn't sit right with me. So it's been, I suppose, hard for me to try and think of something that I can offer that would be worth the cost of a subscription per se to the channel. You know, what could I offer people who want to subscribe for their money? Essentially, what could I make it so that it was worth the money? So I've got some ideas. I've taken some ideas from some other channels that do a similar thing. The other thing is, obviously, we get a lot of questions here. You know, the content we make is quite informative. We're usually pretty good at giving away information. We're usually really happy to help with people with a lot of things. But what I've found increasingly is the more that I'm trying to do as far as the part shop, the channel and the business and stuff, and then the more audience we seem to be gaining, the more I'm getting these questions, the more time it's eating up to have to answer. A lot of them these days, I literally don't have time to answer, and I'm sorry guys, but I just don't have the time. It makes me feel like a bit of a dick knowing that people are sort of messaging me and I just don't answer, but I straight up I don't have time to do it. So what I was thinking about doing is setting up, I'm pretty sure Skid Factory do this. They have an exclusive Facebook page where members who pay the subscription can actually contact the people at Skid Factory, Woody and Al, directly and ask questions and have discussions and stuff like that. So I was thinking about setting up something like that way that I can actually give my time to those people who are actually supporting me in doing what I do. So I'd be much more happy about making sure that I devote a little bit of time to talking to those people who have supported me to ensure I give them all the advice that I can and help them wherever I can with what they're doing. Not only that, it gives me a bit of a platform of an avenue of sort of discussing the channel and things I want to do with the people who watch it the most, I suppose, and consume it the most, which would probably be really good for feedback and stuff for me as well. So I feel like that I can it could be a two-way street with helping with that. So I was thinking about doing like a members thing on the channel. You can pay for a subscription if you would like. You'll get sort of access to that exclusive Facebook page where you can talk to Rex and I directly, and we can help you out with whatever you'd like help with. We'll also sort of discuss that future stuff with you as well. Future plans with the channel, what we want to do, even merch. We can discuss merch and stuff, make sure everyone's happy, you know, stuff like that. I feel like that would probably be a pretty good thing. Not only that, but obviously if you're a member, members will get automatic entries into each month's giveaway. You know, X amount, it depends. I haven't decided how I'm going to price the memberships or what I'm going to do yet. This is still a lot of the reason I'm making this video, to try and get a bit of feedback. So I figured if you're paying for a membership, that money should also go straight into the draw for the giveaway each month, so you get automatic entries into the giveaways. As well as obviously members, I think there's a way I can set it up so that you can watch the content ad-free, which obviously is great because you're already supporting me by paying for a membership. So I don't need the ad revenue if people are supporting me through membership sort of thing. So that would work. You just get to watch videos ad-free. You get direct access to us via a exclusive Facebook page where you can talk to us, and you just get automatic entries into the draw for the giveaway each month. I'm hoping the giveaway, I'm going to start small with things like that, the Powtoon Dash, maybe a turbo, this and that. Hopefully we can get to a point where we're big enough that we can start giving away, you know, cars and some pretty cool stuff. That's where I'm hoping to get with it. So that's pretty much where I'm going with it. So I just wanted to ask you guys whether you think this is a good idea, whether you would pay for that sort of thing, that membership. And yeah, so how much you would be happy to realistically pay for a monthly membership where you get those benefits. You know, what is a fair price to ask? So essentially what I'm trying to work at, hopefully I can start making a bit more turnover through the channel through memberships. And then hopefully the giveaway will start to sort of boost sales for the parts shop as well as merch. And I'm going to try and do merch more often. Obviously, this is the first real merch drop I've done since I changed the channel name, except for just the original logo shirt that I bought out. So I am hoping to try and do merch much more regularly. So hopefully sort of move a bit more there. And basically the idea is that if I can make the channel generate this sort of income, then I can really start devoting the time to actually making sure the content is better. Because I won't have to do stupid hours and make sure I'm working every hour that I'm here just so I can, you know, get the money coming in the door through the business. So that's what I'm trying to do. Like I said, we've spent the past 12 months pretty much just focusing on the business, and I feel like it's at a point now where I can sort of hopefully, if I can get this income happening, start focusing hopefully the next couple of months really on getting the channel a bit further. And like I said, guys, I'd be the first to admit that when it comes to the production value is where I lack quite a bit. Obviously, between Rex and I, there's a fair bit of banter that happens here, which is pretty good. We're both, I suppose, pretty knowledgeable in what we do. That's why we're good at it. I know that I talk a lot, but I do feel as though, even though I divulge a bit too much in information and really spoon feed information in all my videos a lot, I do feel like that I am pretty good at explaining some fairly complex things in ways that most people can understand them. So I feel like as far as being educational and stuff, we've got that, and we've got the banter, and obviously we do cool enough stuff that the content would be good enough, but I just don't have the ideas to make it entertaining. I really lack there. So if I could make enough through this income generating, I would be pretty happy to put someone on to help with the production of the content. Is sort of what you guys know that with Onsong Performance, we're sort of getting to a point where we almost would like to put, or have someone here a couple of days a week just to help out, hands on deck, and sort of, you know, give them something to do, I suppose, and hopefully they have a pretty good time and help us out in the same thing with a two-way sort of street. But same deal with the channel. If it was generating enough that I could afford to put someone on to help with the production, you know, to actually film us instead of me filming me, could get away from this real vlog style platform and move more into a production video style. And you know, hopefully they'd have some ideas to actually organize the videos a bit better and get better shots and make it a bit more entertaining. So I feel like that is the missing ingredient to the content. So that's where I'm trying to move with it all. I'm trying to move into a point where I can justify reinvesting back into the channel because it will actually be returning and hopefully really take it to the next level over the next few months. So that's pretty much what this video was about. A little bit of a review, the past sort of financial year where we've been at, a bit of an explanation, although I've explained it before. And yeah, I just want to gauge everyone's interest on what they think about how much they'll be happy to pay for a membership for those things. You know, hopefully I'll be able to include sticker packs every month and that sort of thing as well. Every time I do new stickers, have sticker packs that go out to members and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much where I'm getting at. So I'm really hoping over the next 6 months, although we've still got a fair bit to go as far as the business goes, obviously we've still got a lot of hours and effort to put in, but it feels like we're sort of getting to the top of the hill, I suppose you'd say. For a little while there, it just seemed like an impossible, like we were standing at the base of Mount Everest. It just seemed like it was never gonna happen, or never gonna get to that point. But it's starting to feel like it's starting to plateau out, and we're getting above the hill, and hopefully pretty soon, with all of the systems and stuff we've got in place, we can actually start, I suppose you'd say, chilling out a bit as far as hours in the business goes. Not only that, but what will also come with that would be we get to actually start finishing off some of our own projects, because we're not spending all our hours doing other people's work, which means that we'll have our own drift cars and our own cars finished, which means that we can actually go out and go start doing some driving and hopefully get a bit more action-packed footage happening as well, which would be a great deal. I know I said that like 6 months ago, that over the next 6 months we're hoping to do that. Admittedly, it's taken us a fair bit longer to get to this point with the business than I'd intended. Not the end of the world, not a big deal at all. We're still kicking goals. It's just I had it in my head that we'll be going a bit quicker. But like I said, we've had some steep learning curves and we're going to make a few changes, but we're doing pretty well. So anyway, let me know in the comments what you think about the whole idea, what you'd be happy to pay, and hopefully we can really start taking this channel to the next level and making some better content on what we're doing, because I tell you what, we do have some freaking cool things lined up for the next 6 months, and I'm excited to get some really good content made. So thanks for watching. As always, guys, please head to the store, buy yourself some new merch. You go into the draw to win a Powertune digital electronic dash, and we'll see you on the next episode. Peace out. See you. Bye, guys.